Welcome to Canada Cambridge Academy, Bahman Karimi. Today's lesson is about inverse function. Through this short video, I'm gonna teach you how to find inverse function of a linear function and also a quadratic function. Stay with me for 10 minutes. Let's make it happen. Okay. What's learning goal for today? Learning goals. Inverse function. Graphing or sketching. A graph of inverse function. Success criteria. I can determine inverse of a given function. Secondly, I can sketch the graph of an inverse function. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to start with simple example. We're going to have linear function y is 3x plus 1, or we can say fx is 3x plus 1. How we can find inverse of this function? When we talk about function, all we know is we try to find y in terms of x, but for inverse function, we're going to switch these variables, and then we end up with x in terms of y. That's the whole we have to do. Then y minus 1 is going to be 3x, and from here to solve for x, you're going to get y minus 1 over 3, and then you switch x and y, and then instead of having y, you're going to get f minus 1x is going to be x minus 1 over 3. We call inverse function. Okay, for instance, we can evaluate function. We can evaluate function and inverse function like this. For instance, say f2 is going to be 3 times 2 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5. What about f negative 1, 2? Then 2 minus 1 over 3 makes 1 over 3. I can graph these both functions on the same Cartesian system like this. And I'm gonna add here an important point. Sometimes y fx is a function, y is not necessary. Inverse function be also a function, maybe not. Yeah. For y 3x at x0 we have 1, at 1 over negative 3 we have y. This is y 3x plus 1. But for this function at x0 you get negative 1 over 3, and then x0 negative 1, and then x1. If you put x1 here, let me try, f negative 1 is going to be 1 minus 1 over 3. We end up 0 over 3 makes 0. Then add 1 is 3, okay? See. This is actually f negative 1x. As we see, fx and f negative 1x both are functions. Okay, this one was for a linear function. Now I'm gonna move with a quadratic function. How we can find inverse function of a quadratic function? Take a look, please. We have y 3x minus 1 squared plus 2. Then this is function, quadratic function, vertex is 1 and 2. It has minimum because A is, is opening up. But what about its inverse? Y minus 2 is going to be 3x minus 1 to power 2. Then y minus 2 over 3 x minus 1 squared, and then we can say x minus 1 squared. We're going to have y minus 2 over 3, then say x minus 1 plus minus y minus 2 over 3 x plus minus y minus 1 over 3 plus 1, and then we switch, and then we say f minus 1 x is going to be plus minus x minus 2 over 3 plus 1. As we see, for any x value, we're going to have two y values. For instance, if I evaluate f negative 11, plus minus here, 11 minus 2 over 3 plus 1 plus minus 9 over 3 plus 1, say 1 plus minus 3 plus 1, either 4 or negative plus 3 plus 1, 4, negative 3 plus 1, negative 2. This means we have 11 and 4, 11 and negative 4. Is not a function for sure. Okay. I'm going to write 2-3 questions for you as your turn. Try to do it and then enjoy learning math. Determine inverse of this function. For instance, A is going to be y 4x minus 9, ey 10x minus 4 squared plus 6. C, again, we're gonna have y 3x minus 10 squared minus 4. Please work on these 3 questions. If you have any question, any concern, just let me know. I'm gonna stay with you another 10 minutes. We go through inverse of trigonometric functions. That's a very interesting subject, and I expect all grade 11 and grade 12 students should know that. When you study functions and advanced functions, that's very important you know about inverse of sine function and cosine function. Very interesting. Here we have y sine x inverse f minus 1x 1 over sine x is going to be cosecant x. Another function fx is cos x. F minus 1x is going to be 1 over cos x. Say secant x. Another function fx is say 10x inverse f minus 1x is 1 over 10x, which is cotangent x. These are very important. And I'm going to have a quick review on the cosecant. For sine x, if we graph this function for one period, this is x, this is y. This is why sine x, always when you deal with trigonometric function, make sure you know the domain x between 0 and 2 pi, or say in terms of degree 360 degree, and range would be negative 1 and 1. But what about cosecant x? You see, for f minus 1, 0, 1 over sine 0, 1 over 0, undefined, f minus 1, 90 degree, 1 over sine 90 degree, 1 over 1 makes 1, f minus 1, 1 over 180 degree, 1 over sine 80, again, 1 over 0, undefined. For the f negative 1 to 70, 1 over negative 1, and f negative 1, 360 degree, again 1 over 0 is undefined. We apply this detailed information to sketch the graph of cosecant x properly. I'm going to use another color for this, and then I'm going to leave you to graph f minus 1x for secant x and cotangent x. Then it's going to be like this. The function. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to invite you to visit our website at, I can write here for you, www.Canada Cambridge Academy.ca. Any question, any concern you have about math from grade 1 to university level, you can reach me at 416. I'm going to share my phone number with you. +1 416 830 0120. Thank you and have a wonderful day.